Hello, how's everybody doing today? I'm Dr. Roseanne Gonzalez, and this is my channel, Dr. Rose 60 Plus Motivation Generation, where we are motivating each other. And in this series of videos, we've been talking about finding our health and fitness plans, finding where we can go to start exercising, what to avoid in all of this, and when do we know we really need it, right? So, who doesn't need health, and exercise? So, in this video, I thought I'd set up a plan with goals, routines, and offer them to you. What do you want to do? Okay, because again, this is my fourth video in a series of health and fitness. Let's get started. Come along. So, a plan. We need a plan. So, in order to get a plan together, I usually get a journal out, a notebook, a spiral, and I write things down. I always like to go back, and because I've done this so many times, to know how I felt when I started. There is a reason why. Remember, we talked about that. When do we actually know when it's time? So I get the journal out and I write the date down and I write down everything I feel because I need to set goals. I know I don't have enough energy. I know I feel like I'm getting weaker on my stamina, going back and forth. I have a habit of parking my truck way out in at the end of the parking lot for a couple of reasons. Maybe first of all, mainly is because I need to get the exercise from the store back and forth, right? Another is to keep my truck from being dinged, but that's another story. So on this book, I'm writing everything that I feel, right? So I'm going to set goals for myself. I'm going to set a goal that I am going to increase my energy. I'm going to increase my strength, right? And I am going to feel better. How am I going to feel better with all this health and fitness plan that I'm going to go through, right? And it's simple. I've learned over the many, many years that it's not going to happen overnight. I've tried everything and anything, right, to lose weight. And what did I do? I gained it back. So at this point now, at this age, I'm doing everything slowly. I want to feel better. Bottom line, my main goal is to feel better, for my clothes to fit better, right? And for me to go out there into the yard and garden and go walking and do some exercise without being winded, right? So we'll set some goals. My goal in particular, now you in the comments, let me know what your goal is, right? But my main goal is to feel better, to feel more confident, and really have a lot more energy than I have right now. Okay, how are we going to do that? Let's go to the next section. Gotcha. So, a workout routine. I have found over the years that consistency is always the key. And if I overexert myself, which that was one of the keys in one of my other videos, that we don't do an intense workout, I'll tend to stop. I'll tend to give up, right? So I thought for my plan, and make sure to tell me in the comments what you plan to do. My plan is to take it slow, right? So I can make sure to keep it up and enjoy it. So my plan, and I'm writing this down in my journal, is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or just 3 days out of the week, I'm going to do some type of cardio. Depending on the places that I found from my last videos, I did mention that there are online programs. I did mention that there are community programs, all based on the doctor's approval, right? So, some type of cardio, 30 to 40 minutes, 3 days out of the week, right? And my plan is also to do some type of strength training 2 days out of the week. Now, again, dependent upon the classes that I found from our previous videos, I will try some type of strength training. I do have some 2 little pounders, 3 little pounder weights that I can use those during my low impact exercise videos. And that, like I said before, there's tons of videos based on our level, based on our pace. But this is my plan for workout, and I'm going to do this until I master this. And I want to be consistent. As I write it down in my journal and check off every time I do something, it really keeps me accountable. That journal is a lifesaver right there. Okay? Remember, consistency is the key, and this is what I plan to do myself. Now, you may be at a different level. You may have some other conditions going on that you can't do that. That's fine. That's fine. If you want to do 2 days of cardio, which could be walking, and maybe 1 day of strength, and then build up little by little, that's fine as well. But take advantage of those sites, those on YouTube that really attend to our needs, and take advantage of the community classes as well. When they have community classes for seniors, they go at a different pace, different level. But that's according to the other videos that I have out there. If you haven't watched them, please go back and watch those, because I have a lot of valuable information there. Okay? So now let's go to our health routine, which basically is our diet. Okay, come with me. And last but not least is the nutrition plan. Whoa, this nutrition plan has been a thorn in my side all my life, because you want to eat one way, but to be healthy, you need to eat another way. So there are 3 things that I plan. These are my goals, plan to do so that I can lose weight slowly, right? And feel better. The whole idea is to feel better. The weight loss will come along. So drinking 6 to 8 glasses of water per day. Not soda, not tea. I need to drink water. And at this point, I think I'm at half of that, because then I get busy and I forget, and on and on and on. But water is one very important part of that. Number 2, eat a balanced diet. That's what I'm doing. I'm eating a balanced diet. I am eating plenty of protein, which I understand we need to increase our protein intake. Now it's up to you. Now, whatever plan you're on and whatever the doctor has prescribed to you. I'm sure it's always a good idea to follow something along the lines of the Mediterranean diet, something as balanced as that, right? The third and most important thing is to decrease or eliminate sugars and processed foods. We have become a society of everything being, quick and easy, right? So processed foods such as chips and junk food. I am a drive-through addict. I understand that, because I'm always in a hurry, especially when I was teaching. I'm a retired teacher. When I was teaching, I was always in a hurry, come home, just eat, and then I had to plan or grade. But now that I'm retired, I realize I need to take the time to recognize what I'm eating. Now, what I understand, these people that are on, those weight loss drugs, now that's because they're diabetic and that's prescribed by their doctor. What I understand, the main focus is you eat when you're hungry and you stop when you're full. And that's what I'm keeping in mind when I eat. So my goals for my nutrition plan are to drink plenty of water. Yes, eat a balanced diet by increasing my protein, but that's for me. In the comments, tell me what you plan to do. And reduce or eliminate, which I have already done, eliminate sugar and processed foods. And everything will come. Everything will come. We'll feel better. Our clothes will fit better, but within time. It doesn't happen overnight. Just like my mom said, you didn't gain it overnight. You're not going to lose it overnight, right? So with that said, those are my goals. That's my routine. and let's see how we can take this one day at a time, right? So let's recap. So I hope this has been very informative for you. This is the 4th video in my series. This one was my health and fitness plan that I plan to do based on what my doctor says. What does your doctor say? So we can make sure that you're doing this the right way and becoming healthier and feeling better, right? And the next video is going to be on what to avoid when starting the health and fitness program. Yes, what to avoid when starting it. This is a different video than the one I had before. So in this video, we talked about our goals, writing it down in our journal. We talked about our workout routine, maybe 3 days a week of cardio, 2 days of strength training, or whatever your body can do, right? And we talked about our balanced meals, right? What do we plan to do for our balanced diet? Drinking 6 to 8 glasses of water per day, not soda, juice, tea, or coffee. Water. Eating balanced meals and decreasing sugar and processed foods. And with that said, everything should fall into place. And it's going to take time. Everything takes time. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you being here. I'm Dr. Roseanne Gonzalez, and I am so glad you're here because you are amazing. Be sure to subscribe and be sure to check out my Stan store. I have bonus information there for you as well. Okay, so I'll see you on the next video because you are amazing. Ciao.